Hello and welcome to this episode of Crusader Kings 3 as we play as Benin, and here's the world map. Looks like Bavaria is still pretty large. The papacy had actually controlled this part of Italy and it's split off into its own duchy. Lotharingia is still kind of hanging around. Looks like Mercia and Wessex are the two big players for England at this point. And Caesarea, I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that probably not right, is either people are eating into it or it started breaking apart. In any case, it doesn't look too good. The Byzantine Empire is just kind of doing its thing at the moment. I think the Abbasids have maybe chewed into it a little bit, but it's looked pretty consistent. So we are 67 years old. We're actually still feeling fine. Our heir is our heir is already 45. So I think the next thing we'll try to do here as far as expanding is moving west. That probably means attacking here next. Now he holds two different high chiefdoms, which means if he dies, actually he doesn't have any children. Actually, my brother-in-law would be in line. So this is just a normal marriage. This isn't a matrilineal marriage. Well, this is also my sister-in-law, so what happened there? I'm not entirely sure. So she must be... One of these must be a sibling of someone that one of my children married, is my guess. So right now, he's in line to get everything. If he dies. Child of concubine. I'm not sure how much that really matters. It's also his oldest sibling. That's probably the primary reason why he's the heir right now. So they have 1,600 people and no allies. So they actually might be a pretty fresh target for us to go after. Let's first increase the size of our light horsemen. Men-at-arms. We're losing, I mean, it's not a lot, but, I mean, it's 0.2 prestige for not having concubines. Someone's offering us a concubine. It's actually our neighbor. Who is her prisoner? So she's being jailed by him. Interesting. So she would lose opinion of him. Does she have any claims? She doesn't. Well, I guess we can accept this. I mean... it gives us one concubine. I don't know how old she even is. 40. So we're probably not going to have kids, which is fine with me, really. We already have plenty of kids. We're being raided. Where? Oh, by them. Here you offer me concubine and then you just go in and raid me? Oh, it's control. Whoops. Even one of these, I think, should. We just obliterated them. Now they really don't have any armies. Now would be a really good time to declare war on them. We have to disband to do that, or else I would just do it. Probably not your wisest action. Just saying. So... yeah, we probably don't want to do that. We could just subjugate. Well, we can only do that once in our life. Okay. Probably could just do that. That's 2 chiefdoms. They have 4 chiefdoms total, it looks like. 5. So that duchy would just conquer this whole thing. Which I think is probably the best way to go about it. And we would have a claim here. So we would gain the duchy title. One of his vassals would become our vassal. He does have an ally, I guess, now. Oh, but it's our vassal, so that doesn't even help him. So what I may just do is kind of split us up into essentially sieging, several small sieging armies, because like so like here we only need like 450 men. Let's send like this. Might as well give them a general. Here we need about 400 men-ish. Here we need about 460 men. Here we need 250. Let's get them this. And here, 38. All right. And the rest of this army can just kind of chill, I think. Oh, my vassal passed away. All right. But he wasn't on my council, so... let's go up here and take care of this army that they're trying to raise. One of our sons had a daughter. Not sure this is a vassal army or what they are. Guess we can see if we can get down there before they leave. I don't know if we will or not. Alright, so that's been taken. What kind of eggs? My cook asked me whether I prefer hard-boiled eggs or soft-boiled eggs. I'm not sure. You get piety, prestige, or whatever my cook prefers. Which loses me 7 stress. Which kind of... So they're trying to come over here. Actually, I'm not even sure who they're attacking. Doesn't look like they're attacking us. Our grandson. Okay, so this is the heir of our heir of our heir. Or the heir of our heir. Right? Oh, but it's a daughter. Okay. Omolara? That sounds like a good female heir name. Our great-granddaughter. So we're just that old. New perk. Guess we're gonna go down this. There's nowhere else to go. Can negotiate alliance with... Okay, this is... Okay, yeah, this is our son and vassal, so might as well. Alright, this has been taken. Oh, who's fighting up there? It should win. I don't know. Probably should try to deal with that. Well, we ended up winning. One of our armies lost that battle, but kind of didn't really matter in the end. We can usurp. Yes, because we have 3 of the 4. So that gets us 300 prestige, 250, yeah. Okay, so... I think what I'll do... is Like, give one of these to one of my younger sons. Probably him. Not both, just one. And then give this son this high chiefdom. So now his son has a high chiefdom, or is going to get a high chiefdom. This son has a high chiefdom. He's not going to get anything else. This son is getting 2 chiefdoms. This son has a high chiefdom, is not getting anything else. This son has... I'm looking at... No, I wasn't looking at the wrong thing, but... Yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah, so he has a high chiefdom. He's not getting anything else. Or wait. So he has a regular chiefdom. He's not getting anything else. Not getting anything else. Not getting anything else. So our heir is getting... I don't know why it says 2 kingdoms, because the other one's unformed. I hope it doesn't form it. We'll try to dismantle that title if it does. One of the high chiefdoms we have, and the other one, of course, going to this guy's son. And I guess 6... I don't know if it will tell us what all he's going to get. Presumably all of these. Alright. Let's go through our prisoners. So we can get a favor on this chieftain. Because that's the one we actually have in prison. Do we want to do that, or do we want money? We might just want money. So I'm not sure. I mean, sure, we can get a favor on him, but what does that really get us? I'm not sure it gets us all that much. Kind of same thing here. He can't get us the 10. Alright, so you do have a claim. You're a lunatic. Alright. Guess we can just let you go. I mean, keeping you in here doesn't really do all that much. Ditto here. Probably ditto here, like... We can try to wait until they have the full 10 gold here, I guess, for that. These are still the 2 fornicators, right? So, yeah. Well, we are 68 years old. I have to assume we're going to die very soon. I don't know, why didn't these guys disband? Oh, they're retreating. Now we can disband. So we're still waiting on the onagers here. we're starting to really need them. Some of these forts are getting large enough to where just sieging them with men is becoming pretty lengthy. We're not too far away from getting our third holy site here. My son wants to ride my horse. Go ahead. I think at this point, I might just kind of gather money for my heir whenever that time comes. Sudden shock. I've ridden, taken aim, and struck so many times I thought nothing could upset my rhythm. So I take another gallop down the practice range. Commotion I cannot fully see makes my horse rear up. For an instant, momentum keeps me pinned to the back of the horse as it starts shaking. And as if time is flowing slow, I can feel myself becoming dislodged. So I can either try to calm him down, but with a majority chance of getting wounded, which at this point might kill me. Or I just dive. I lose stress because I'm brave. I might be brave. I mean, you know, with our roleplay, again, it's kind of like if there's a thing that gives me stress because of one of my traits, then I can't do it unless maybe another one of my traits can be argued to override it. And neither content or temperate, I could argue, would override brave. So, I think we do this. We might get wounded. Yep, we did. I'm thrown to the hard-packed ground, the pain of the impact rushing through every bone in my body. So I gained wounded. And I suddenly lost wounded. Alright. That was fast. I'm still fine. Olaroon's Ascension. I'm sure I butchered that name. Apologies. A physical manifestation of Olaroon supposedly appeared in a village nearby and blessed a few locals before ascending into the heavens. Few of the official clergy seem to believe these peasants' claims, saying it is a misunderstanding of the ignorant, but the peasants don't care and have built altars where the incidents occurred. Ugh. So we can say a good omen, encourage the clergy to support the village. We get divine ascension, gives us piety, and minus domain taxes. Yeah. It was clearly an illusion of Ajagun. Repress the cult. We get prestige and dread, minus general opinion. Well, that's a good question, is like, is this a different religion? I have no opinion. I almost feel like we would say this, like, whatever. They can do whatever they want. Surety of supply. Parts of commanding an army means making sure my soldiers have plenty of food, drink, and camp gear for long campaigns. To this end, I should come up with a plan for ensuring my soldiers always have the supplies they need in the field. So arrange a network of merchants to help me. Basically 2/3 chance of getting plus 100 supply capacity. And a third chance of having minus 25%. Stockpile supplies. We get 100% supply and we lose money. My soldiers can forage for their own supplies. Minus 10 hostile country attrition. Plus 10 supply duration. I mean, this seems to be the best deal. Here we have a chance of having a negative. This costs money and this is free. There's nothing, I don't think, in my traits that would say I would do one over the other, so... yeah, I think we'll just try to build money here. for my heir. A night to forget. By Olarum. Okay, so apparently this is one of our gods. Okay. This party is boring. Kesha Mawo has got to be the worst host the world has ever seen. How can mortal man be expected to endure this snoring celebration of mediocrity? My eyes cast about the room looking for a diversion. Any diversion. Adebayo gives me a friendly wave from a nearby balcony. So that's our Spy Master and Champion. This is the guy who warned us of the crocodile in the water. I've got to do something to stop this evening dragon. So our grandson is the one throwing the party. Now we are content and temperate, so this is already kind of... If this party is making us be like this, it must be a pretty bad party. So perhaps I could get to know him better. You wait for an answer. Alright. I'll make the best of things. I gain stress because I'm bored, but I get diplomacy. I insult my grandson for hosting a bad party. I gain prestige, he loses opinion. But everyone else at the party gets plus 15 opinion of me. Quietly slink away. We wouldn't do this because we're brave. I mean, one could argue that we might just make the best of things since we're content. But I don't think there's a reason why we wouldn't do this. I don't think we would do this. So I think it's between these two. I guess we can get to know him better. We became his friend. Awesome. We're now 69. We don't even have the health tree unlocked, and we're 69. Our player heir is gonna, like, take over and immediately die of old age. He's like, come on, man! Oh, we can take another concubine. Sure, I guess. She's 25, so she could, in theory, become pregnant. That means we're not getting any penalty for not having concubines anymore, I guess. Right, so this is training my mare, which is already trained, so we don't need to do that. I apologize if this part of the episode is kind of boring, but it's just kind of like... I'm just waiting for our guy to die at this point. I don't really want to start another war. You know, lest he die in the middle of it. I mean, not that that would be the worst thing, but it's not preferable. Alright, so this is him. Would it do me good to practice my skills with another weapon? I think at this point, we're just like, yeah. We'll just use what we're used to. We're 69, for God's sakes. So who would we attack next? Probably him, right? He's still not married. Now we're 70. Our son came of age. Is this our... next to last son, and our youngest daughter comes to age next year. Oh, we should, yeah. We should probably find him a spouse. Probably some of all skills. Ooh. Possessed. And a congenial possessed at that. Wait, being possessed is virtuous to... Oh my god. No. What? Whatever you say. And actually, again, stewardship would be useful here. Friendly face. Well, I guess this would be for the kid, though. But I say natural dread minus natural dread's not good for an intrigue character, but it wouldn't apply to him, really. We could do this to give him both the stewardship and the martial buff, which he does kind of need both. Yeah. I think so. Minus 22, but... Let's see, she might not even... Oh, we might not be able to convert her because he has a title. So she would go to his court. Raid speed, which we don't really do. Supply capacity could actually be useful. Hey, we live much longer, we'll complete all 3 trees. Good God. Grandson, grandson, granddaughter, granddaughter. Yeah, we'll worry about those. Again, I think, when we die, whenever that is, let's try to sway this powerful vassal. Sick mare. Sure. It's getting more expensive. Oh, my concubine's pregnant. We're 70, for God's sakes! We still have it in us, I guess. Today I'm observing Nana Idawu as he trains some of his new levies, but the recruits under his command resemble a disorganized mob more than an army. I look on as he struggles to gain control of the situation, clearly pushed to his limits. So, I can teach him what I know about command. Which, if it works, he gains 2 martial and gains 20 opinion. And if he refuses, he loses 10 opinion. I can cheer him up. Chastise him for his failure. I think we would probably teach him. And he rejected my advice, asshole. Oh, whoever controls this looks like they just expanded their land. We're now goddamn 71. We're still fine. It's not even poor. It's fine. Maybe we should do another war. They're still pretty bad. And they're at war with their neighbor. What is this? Defending against a subjugation war. Ibit? Wait. How did they get ice? One of our vassals must have lost that. Wait. No, that is one of our vassals. Well, I think we're gonna... Declaring war will break the truce. Well, how long is our truce? 2 years. God. Can we declare war here? They have several troops, but not an overwhelming number. I think conquering the duchy would probably be the way to go here. I think this is where one of the holy sites is. Actually, let's put it here so we don't have to go the extra step. Just control click. I'm still the best commander. 71. Going out into the battlefield. This is our youngest daughter. Now she has a title, so we'll definitely want to marry her matrilineally. Kind of like this. Diplomacy and learning. Ooh. Intelligent. That's actually even better. Now, this is lowborn, but... So, like... I don't know if there's... All the traits are for lowborn, except this one. Doesn't really like us. This does gain us prestige. I think we can do that. My son, oh, this is my new son that my concubine had. Seems like I should get there before 8 days. Oh, 8 days. Maybe not. I finished reading the last letter from my vassal and smile. She seems to have warmed to me at last. While this is a success, I'm tempted to use this opportunity to try to get even closer. 78% chance. Yeah, why not? Nice. Oh shit. Who else might need swing? This one might. Oh, that's the one we're already swing. It's only +1? Alright. Yeah. Continue swaying, please. 9 months. We're gonna try to see. I'm being raided. Whatever. 5 family members can get married. Right, we can go here. So once they get locked in, which is when this arrow turns white. There. We can go. They can't pull back from coming here, and while they'll probably arrive first, they won't be able to move on before we get there. Deft diplomacy. My chancellor has worked hard to convince our neighboring realms and vassals that the peace treaty I entered with Euland is flawed, illegitimate, and unfair to me. Alright, I guess. They can't decide what they want to do over here. I'll try to finish this and then swing over there. Well, that didn't even help our war score. Well, that's interesting. Maybe because that was an ally? Of a dangerous faction? Who the hell? Oh, it's peasant rebellion people. And it doesn't look like we could get there in time. My grandson, alright. I don't even know if these guys are at war with me. Well, they're gonna try to come over here. That's not smart. Although at this point they don't really have much choice, I guess. One more until we get strategist. A snake at court. I'm heading for my chambers to enjoy some pleasant sleep when I hear a faint rustle from a window. Just the wind, I think, until the wind starts to speak. Gulanum, open up, my sunshine. It is I, Abigunde. I push the shutters open and behold a man has climbed up to Gulanum's window. It's my son. My son is cheating on my courtier. Courtier? Yeah. It seems like we've had fairly low amounts of adultery. At least that's been known to us. Oh, yeah, we'll deal with you. Good, this war just ended. So now we can head over to where these guys are. Again. I think what I'm gonna do is one of these better than the others. Well, this one has the duchy building. My new youngest son, I'm gonna grant, not this apparently. Do I not have... I must have to usurp it. Oh, I can create it. And then this son. Can I not grant him titles? He's not even in my court. Because he's married to someone else with a title. Like, I can't even invite him. I hope their kids are yeah, they are, okay. Well, I mean, I would give you a high chiefdom, but, you know, I'm almost surprised he's not. Oh, he is, so he's in line to inherit this. Alright. So, that's what I would give him anyway. Scheme at court. My spy master has come with me. Grave news. Someone's planning to kill my champion, Owodo. Bad. It always seems to be one of my concubines or wives or something who wants to do that, though, for whatever reason. Alright. Let's look at prisoners. How good are our champions? Go down to 8. We could recruit this one. Not that expensive. So we have 2 champions who are 8s. So maybe a 9. We'll see if anyone's better. 2, 0. Another 0. Another 0. 17. Holy crap. Yes. Please join my court. That's a kid. And that's a kid. Can we ransom these? Yep, we can. Not that one. Renounce claims. What claims do you have? Just a chiefdom, but sure. Just to be safe. This was the guy with 17, right? We could also recruit the one who's a 9, I guess. Man conversion, sure. He'll only do a favor, so command conversion. Same thing here. Where are its claims? Eh. I'll do renounce claims as well as if he will do it, which he will. Can only afford 3 out of 10. Is this the one that was... No. Okay. And this was the other one who could... She's only 22, too. And this is the one who can't pay me the full... I'm surprised she hasn't become a champion yet. Unless someone else has suddenly become better than her. No? Huh. Maybe because she... No? Let's say maybe because she has a negative opinion, but it's... I don't know. Too many held duchies, so that's an opinion penalty with my vassals, but I think that's fine. Because that one duchy is going to go to the person I want it to go to. Do we have 3? Oh, we do. So what does this give us? Plus 20% monthly piety. Plus 1 learning per level devotion. So I'm not sure what level we're at. Like level 3 or something, I think. I mean, both of these would be nice. There's one that's like right here. Yeah, right here. Which we can get. The one up here might be a bit more problematic. But we can probably get 4 of the 5. So, right. So this point, the only thing we're missing is piety, which is going to be kind of hard to come by. I don't know how much piety our heir has. Not a lot. I'm not sure of the best way to gain it either. But we're commanding an army. So this would let us... I mean, I guess we could just go on pilgrimages. Like, go on a pilgrimage immediately. See how much that gets us. Because I mean, if I can do that with our heir, then that would be fantastic. How much does our heir's heir have? Also not a whole bunch. And as far as adopting feudal ways, you know, again, I mean, that's one of the 4 additional ones we need. But it's perhaps the trickiest one to get. Like, all these are fairly straightforward. If not time-consuming. We're up to development 7 here. So... yeah, so it's like taking 18 years. So, let's say another 60, 75 years to get the development up to 70, up to 10. So that would get us to probably just about 1000 AD. And then we probably need, what, like... my guess was about 10 of these. Well, this one, well, it says 156 years. But, we might go after that one just because it's pretty high up after this one. So assuming these take about the same, that would be 50-something years. And then we would need 2 more. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think we're going to go back into building money mode. We are 73 goddamn years old. We're still fine. Blood and iron. In my dreams, I find myself a soldier in a world torn asunder, ash and smoke fill the skies, as I stand in a muddy trench, wearing outlandishly shaped long robes. I mean, like the ones you're currently wearing? I glance around and see other men dressed the same way and conclude this is a uniform of some sort. Nearby, I hear loud noises, like as if thousands of buildings were collapsing, so I cover my ears and close my eyes. Doesn't really help much, alright? No immediate effect. Fearfully, I glance over the trench and see nothing but black mud at first. On the ground, from one end of the horizon to another, are stone-cold corpses with open eyes and still bleeding wounds. Suddenly, another loud crash sits one closer. As men around me begin to shout words I don't know, I see other soldiers grasping their weapons, which are strange, hollowed spears with crooked handles. I do understand, despite my terrified state, that I am to go over the muddy trench I am currently in and charge at some enemy on the other side. I duly grasp my hollow spear and follow the others over the trench. Wait, what was that? Ah. I like the sudden dramatic music. I scream as I see metallic horses and birds the size of houses. So this is Horizon Zero Dawn now. Swoop around me, while loud explosions rock everywhere. Men fall down like paper burned by a never-ending inferno from flying pebbles that tear them to pieces. Others are blown to pieces as thunder strikes seemingly arbitrary places on the ground. This is the future of humanity, I realize. There is no future, no hope. This is the war to end all wars, that the world shall end in an apocalypse of fire and hatred. So he's like... so these are planes and tanks, in theory, he's dreaming about. I wake up sweating. What was that vision of the future? Surely not, but if it was, much longer until our descendants witness such horrors. A century from now. 2 centuries? 10? More like 10, luckily for you. I gain 40 stress. Dreamt of a war to end all wars. I lose 1 martial, lose 1 prowess. Tiny health penalty, but I get some piety. Alright. Although there is no way to conclusively prove it, Aluma, a commoner from Zazao has brought forward evidence that Oletiju is not the daughter of my son, Chieftain this guy, this son, but that she was fathered by none other than him. The kid is without blame, yet her consequences could be dire. Alright. Horse, yes, you can ride my horse. My grandson. Okay, so this is my heiress heir. Has another daughter. Well, he already had a son, too. Which he also named Enatin. Good for you. You know what? I think we have to stop the episode. It's been an hour. We're still not dead. We're 74 years old. So, yeah, it's an hour. I can't just sit here forever waiting for him to die. So, anyway, thank you for watching this episode of Crusader Kings 3. And I will see you here next time when surely Enatin the First will finally bite the dust.